Democrats plan to expand the IRS with nearly 90,000 new agents.
What could possibly go wrong? Well, now one of those federal job postings is raising eyebrows. According to the IRS website itself, if you're looking for a job, you would read this one and it would say that new special agents must be able to legally carry a firearm, and if necessary, you've got to be willing to use deadly force at the IRS.
Now, I would expect that for the CIA, but the IRS catches me by surprise. So let's bring in Mike Baker. He used to do that for a living. Mike, are you surprised the IRS wants you armed and willing to use that firearm?
Well, I think given the idea of the IRS expansion, maybe the optics of that job posting are not particularly good. Look, what they're talking about here are the special agents who work within the criminal investigations element of the IRS. Right now, it's a relatively small operation. There's about 2,000 of them. They've got 20 some odd offices in the U.S. and some overseas postings. And they're looking to expand that group, obviously, along with everything else, apparently, that the IRS is going to do. Now, these special agents have really unique abilities, unchallenged abilities to collect tax data, financial information, oftentimes, I guess, in support of larger criminal investigations. But much like everything else the government does, the messaging is off, right? Do you really need in your job posting to say willing to use deadly force to collect your tax data?
Right, especially after everything that's happened this week. So the spokesperson for the IRS is denying that it was ever deleted. The posting was there yesterday morning, and then we couldn't find it yesterday afternoon. It's back up right now. We were able to find it right before we had you on. And this is what the spokesperson says. The IRS Criminal Investigation Special Agent job announcement continues to be open on USA Jobs and was not taken down. USA Jobs is where these positions are posted and where applicants are referred to in order to apply. The announcement has been open since February 22 and continues through December 31st of this year. But that sparked a lot of uproar online, people wondering why the IRS would need to be armed. What do you say?
Well, combined with the fact that there was some release of information showing that the IRS spent, just south of $1 million for ammunition earlier this year. Again, it's like what they're doing. If they would just, it's whether it's the Mar-a-Lago, a raid, and the notion that the FBI, right, and the DOJ must have known what this was going to cause, a firestorm that this would cause. So instead of saying we have to have our messaging straight, we have to be transparent at the very beginning of this, they don't, and still no real word. The IRS is doing the same thing, right? If you say you're going to expand your government agency by $80 billion, you should probably sit down and collectively come up with a message at the outset of this. They didn't do that, so they were playing cleanup like they always do, and then eventually the Democratic operatives get a narrative out there, and so the past couple of days they've been out there saying, well, look, I mean, this is simply to go after the wealthy. We haven't been able to because the IRS has been underfunded for all these decades, and now we want to give it a boost in the arm, so all they're going to do is go after the wealthy people. Well, that's ridiculous,
of course,
because a lot of estimates indicate that most of the money is going to come from middle-class audits.
Well, that is, if the past is prologue, that has certainly been the case. And now the world's largest collection agency has $1 million worth of ammo, which I bet, Mike, they will deduct. Just saying, if they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I know I did. Look, I mean, who doesn't have $1 million worth of ammo at their home? My wife is getting upset because there's no place to store it anymore.
We understand.
But the IRS
is out of closet space.
Well, yeah, I know, but I've got a little part of it for my shirts and my jackets like this one. And my pocket squares, too. Don't forget my pocket squares.
And don't forget, just leave it by the fireplace.
Yeah, it's always, and I try not to get the kids to smoke near it. That's also important.
Everything always a joke to these damn devils. Shalom, shalom, y'all Sharala. Want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakadash, Petty Hubertons, creating as a Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you sister and brothers living this truth. And shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying and show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, as you did see from that clip, this is not no conspiracy theory. This is not fake news. The IRS is going to arm up special agents in order to go in on people and pretty much strong arm them for money. Say you own taxes or you got too much money, basically to attack the middle class. Your mom and pops, people that's privately owned businesses, they're about to get attacked because they want to get rid of that because they have to initiate a new beast system. Who's standing in their way? Privately owned businesses. Your own little private owned farms, they're in the way. So they're about to arm up a part of the government, the IRS, and they're about to go in and mess with your money. And they're going to come in with guns. They said you must be able to carry a gun and use deadly force. This thing is about to be a lot of killing. A sword is being sharpened. Esau not playing no games. He's arming up the government to fight with swords. Modern day sword is a gun. And then look, when they get this on the plate, they coming for Jake. They coming for Jake, Yashrala. And like what dude said here, and I talked to my Akbayan, he made a good point too. I talked about it before I did this lesson. With them arming up the IRS, that bypassed them needing a search warrant to go up in your house and do, whatever they need to do and get your little records. They don't have to abide by certain factions that other, entities got to abide by. Other departments. The IRS, they can just come in, Penal Code 00108, come in like a raid and just come in and, you didn't pay your taxes, blah, 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 blah. Or say you started resisting or you tried to fight back and just shoot you up. Take your little money, whatever you had. Children don't get it. And the IRS, the government, just confiscates that. Man, they just militarized the IRS. This is on the books. You just seen that. They're talking about it. 87,000. They need 87,000 new, they call them special agents. That's a task force. And they're going to be armed with deadly weapons, with guns. Probably send them in there with I ain't want to say the gun, I ain't trying to get the lesson knocked, but they're going to go in there with guns and kick your dough in and take, your money. That's the IRS. They coming for money. Whatever little money you got stashed, like dude making it a joke, but this ain't no joke. They about to come get that. Because they don't want you to use that money to uphold your household, your community, whatever people. They're trying to get rid of all paper cash or all means of businesses or anything that can keep people afloat and keep them from taking on this. Man, they about to get like tyrants. This thing gonna get tyrannical. Esau, his time is short. So he coming with it, man. So with that, I wanted to pull that up. Let me see. I want to pull something else up too. Let me see. I want to pull this up too, because this they gonna use that too. Look, I ain't have to type it all the way in. Look what look at Joe Butthead just did. Joe Butthead just signed the Chips and Science Act. And is how much money in that? He signed it on Tuesday morning. It has $280 billion in there. Man, all that's not just going to some chips. That $280 billion, he gonna use that to arm up special task forces to enforce them things. $280 billion? Man, Esau is sharpening that sword, Yashrala. He's monetizing. Man, he getting ready to jump on Jay. That's what the devil's about to do. They making their moves. They setting things in place. So that when everything's in place, all they can do is make a phone call and they're going to go kicking in Jake's houses. Now you're going to have IRS agents coming in, National Guard, all kind of other divisions and military, paramilitary groups they setting up. And it's go time. It's game time, man. It's not that's a conspiracy theory. It's here in your face. They're doing it. Ain't no more denying this. They are doing it. So with that, let's go to the scriptures. They are doing this thing, man. The sword is coming. So check it. I'm going to start out with Ezekiel 21:9. And it reads, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. So I'm doing just like this precept commanded me to do. I'm telling y'all, Yashrala, the sword is being sharpened and it's coming. How is the modern day sword being sharpened? By Esau tuning up his military, arming them up. IRS just bought, what he say, $1 million, $1 million worth of ammunition. Man, they getting ready. They doing, you go to Mayahala, Kansas City Prophets, they're doing military drills in Texas right now, the National Guard. They not just doing these drills for no reason. They getting ready to come for the people. And they're going to specifically attack Jake, your so-called African Americans, your so-called Native Americans, and your so-called Hispanics. Those three groups are going to be attacked the hardest because they want to get rid of you. Because Babylon the Great wasn't made for you. Your numbers are too numerous. They got to cut your numbers down. To cut your numbers down, they got to knock some bodies off. Point blank, period. And they're going to do it, and they're going to feel like they have the right to do it because they making new legislation, new laws that say we not abide by them. They'll say you a public health threat. You ain't took the mandate. Or, oh, you owe some taxes. Oh, you trying to resist. You know, then they lay you out and they tell the news, well, he did this, did that, and then all well is done. You know, they got new legislation on the books. Money is being spent. This dude spent $280 billion on chips. Not to help people pay their rent. Not to help people with the coming inflation, the rising inflation, the gas prices and the food. Not $280 billion. They could have went to the American people. No, they went to chips. And they also went into military gear to enforce them things. It's on the books, man. Then they need 87,000 IRS special agents. That sword is being sharpened, man. So just like the scripture told me right there, I'm letting Yahshua know, here could this devil come. He's coming. Most likely he's going to come in the winter. He's probably going to come at us in the winter. He's going to jump. And he's going to jump with deadly force. He's arming them up. With him tuning up his military, he's sharpening that sword. The military is their sword. So, I'm going to keep on reading. Number 10. It is sharpened to make a sure slaughter. It is furbished, that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contenteth the rod of my son as every tree. So, hey, it's going to be a sure slaughter. And I can see that. Because, like, me and Aqua just talking, Bayan, Jake is not paying attention. Jake is making mirth. Jake out here in folly. Jake getting beat up, messing with Keisha. Keisha out here scheming to get money from Ray Ray and Pookie so she can get some weed or whatever little drug she want. Or wearing weave hats and get, you know, big, long, suffer-up-with eyelashes. They not really looking at what's going on. Most Jakes don't even know what's happening right now. They don't know nothing about no CHIPS Act. They don't know nothing about no IRS about to get armed up with guns. They don't know. So when this thing hit, man, they're going to be like little chickens with their head cut off. And now that's why we ought to feel special in the house of David. Because through Yahweh, we being warned. The warning going out, so we get prepared. We looking, we waiting for this devil to come with great wrath. You know, we looking, we watching, and we watching his every little move, man. So that way when they come, it's not gonna catch us by surprise. Like we might have something set up for them. Like I knew you was coming, and pull a little ripcord and blah blah blah, blow them up or something, you know. This talking right there. But I'm just saying we gonna be ready. We might have a little outright. We see some troops coming. We got a little back door. We're gonna cut here, cut through the bushes. We got little things waiting on us. We preparing for this. As I say, you should be locked in on prophecy. This devil about to come with it. He talking through his media. He telling you he about to come. They not hiding it no more. And that's because we know the devil got to come because he in trouble. He in a trick bag, man. He got enemies foreign after him. He got Yahweh Shah breathing down his neck. Man, he got to come with it quickly. Quickly. That's why all this money getting moved around. And then the money ain't getting moved around to help you. That money get moved around to make sure they military got the top of the line, you know, weaponry to knock you out quickly. They probably got like hypersonic weapons. Weapons they could turn on, make a sound when you can't hear, tear gas. They gonna come in straight tactical on Jake. This is not gonna be no light thing, man. They gonna come in, when I'm talking about with technology. And it said that it should be a sure slaughter. And it said, contend the rod of my son is every tree. So he about to use Esau Edom like he always do. To get rid of the 2/3, the undesirables, the ones that ain't doing right, ain't seeking the Lord. This sword is made for them. It's coming for them. Little do they know. And I'm going to read 11. It says, and ye have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, and is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Who is that slayer, man? That slayer about to be Esau Edom. That's who the slayer is, man. He about to slay Jake. Now he's about to get the opportunity to knock off as many Jakes as he can, man. They coming for men, women, and children. They gonna come with straight, you know, no disregard for human life, man. They don't like Jake. They say we about to see what it was like to be in the 1700s to see this devil. This devil about to show his horns. This devil about to show who he really is. Ain't gonna be no nice and you do that now, man. This devil gonna look to, shoot, bang him out, and knock and spread Jake's blood. Is what this devil looking to do. He coming with great wrath. And it's sharpened. And you tell that it's tuning that military up. So check it, I'm gonna read 12 too. This is Ezekiel 21 and 12. Cry and howl, son of man, for it should be upon my people. It should be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh. See? That back of what I just said right there, man. This military gets tuned up for 2/3 Jakes to knock Jake off. Jake ain't trying to come back to Yahweh. So he's like, okay, so you ain't coming back to me and seeking my ways and seeking me. I'm about to use these wicked people I made to just go ahead and wipe out the ones I don't want. The ones that ain't no good. The ones that been tainted, been defiled. Esau about to come in there with the sword and just get to, yapping people. And they're going to be hollering, sweet baby Jesus. And there's going to be no salvation for them. Because they didn't get the truth. They didn't get in the house of David. They didn't get the real names. They didn't get the missions of the kingdom of heaven. So they're not going to be spared. And if they make it past the sword, they're going to probably most likely get hit with the famine or a pestilence. And if they make it past all that, then that hot thermonuclear fire from ICBMs about to pop out. This thing about to lead into a skirmish of a war. It's going to break into an all-out war. Because when IRS come in kicking doors in, shooting people up, and as soon as people get wind of that, through these social media, whatever little contraption we got, man, they're going to get their guns. They're going to fight back. And when the people fight back against the government, society is going to end as you know it. It ceased to end. Ain't nobody running no trucks, going to work at Walmart, or going to go work their little local job, or, whatever job they working. Ain't nobody going to work punching the clock after that. Nah, it's all out war. It's blah, blah, blah. Shoot them up, man. This place is done with. You about to see civil war. Civil unrest is about to pop up in Babylon the Great. And the devil knows it. So he getting ready. He about to kick it off. He going to start the situation. The people going to fight back. Then martial law going to be declared. And then it's going to be all out war. And then at that time, Russia and China going to sneak in like shit. They weak. They fighting each other, man. It's time to go in and clean their clock. And it's going to be this war everywhere you look. Shooting everywhere you hear. You're going to, at night, you're going to hear nothing but gunshots. People hollering. It's going to be all out. That's Jacob's trouble. We about to go into Jacob's trouble. When this devil roll out with great fury and great wrath, that's the beginning of Jacob's trouble. You're going to see Jake dead bodies all in the streets everywhere. Everywhere you look. You're going to see nothing but dead bodies, man. You go in houses and see dead bodies. And that's just how this thing is going to play out. It's going to be a lot of man. Yahweh is done with this place. And he's looking for mass judgment is about to rain out. And what goes in mass judgment? Mass death. Is what's about to happen. And like, can't no Jay be like, oh, why they doing us like that? I didn't know, man. You got warning, man. You didn't take it serious. You clowned the prophets. Said we wear dresses. We talk conspiracy theories. You didn't heed the warning. So when Jay get dead like that, us in this truth, the Most High is hard in our hearts. So when we see these Jays get knocked off, we're not going to cry for these people. Because they wicked, man. And they didn't seek Yahweh Shah. Therefore, they about to get what they deserve. And it's surely about to come. Real soon. Real soon. Check it, I'm going to go get this one. I go get this one a lot, too. I'm going to go get Psalms. I go get this a lot, but it applies. And it fits. Psalms 37 and 12. And it reads, the wicked plotted against the just and gnashed upon him with his teeth. The wicked right now, they plot, man. They armed with the IRS, that's a plot. They signed that little CHIPS Act, that's a plot, man. They plotting against the children of Israel. And they're about to initiate it very soon. And it said it gnashed upon him with his teeth. Back there they say, hey man, I got 12 men armed to the teeth. Teeth going to weapon. You put something in your mouth, you chew on it, you're destroying it. That's what this devil's looking to do. He's looking to devour Yahshua with his teeth, which goes into his military, his weaponry. And he's going to, chew up the Most High's people. And the ones the Most High don't want, he's going to allow them to be chewed up by this damn devil, because that's their judgment. And I'm going to hit on 14. I might end off with that one right there. Because this Psalms 37:14. The wicked have drawn out the sword. That's about to happen. And have bent their bow, cocking back that gun, to cast down the poor and needy. Who's the poor and needy? Yasharallah. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got no system, no military, none of that. And to slay such as be of upright conversation. So they looking to slay us that have the testimony of Yahweh Shah. We're really the ones they want to get rid of. Because we're the ones ushering their destruction. And what are we doing? We're ushering the kingdom. We're ushering in the coming of our Messiah, our Savior, Yahweh Shah. So he's looking to get rid of us because our prayers are the ones getting answered. 2/3 ain't even praying to Yahweh Shah. They not putting no work. They're not keeping the commandments. They're not doing none of that. So Esau not concerned with them because he owns the 2/3 already. He's concerned with the hopeful elect. That's the ones that won't comply with him. That's the ones that cry out to their husband, which is Yahweh Shah. He's seeking to get rid of us, but he ain't going to get rid of the hopeful elect. He'll get the 2/3 that's been allotted to him, but he ain't going to get the hopeful elect. He ain't going to get the 1/3. And check it out. It tells you that in Psalm 37:13 when I bump up. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that the day is coming. You know? And that goes all the way down to us. The hopeful elect, the 144,000. We're going to laugh at Esau when we see him coming. Because like we knew you was coming. Through our word, reading the scriptures and following his prophecies, devil, I knew you was coming. So I did everything I needed to do to seek my power so that Yahweh Shah can use me as a vessel and use me as a battle axe to turn the tides on your wicked butt. Like we've already put up the standard and put up the petition against you. We're just looking for Yahweh Shah to go ahead and make it a reality. And when that happens, we're going to laugh at you. Because we're going to run through your military. Then you're going to go on them auction blocks. So the hopeful elect, this house of David, will prevail. And it's going to stand during this onslaught that's about to go out throughout the land of Babylon the Great. And Jakes that's outside of the house are about to be caught up in that slaughter. And I can see it very vividly, very easily, because they, like I said, they not paying attention. They not looking. They not, man, you can't get them to come into the truth. Man, well, let them be filthy, man. They, you with that jailhouse stuff, nigga. That's conspiracy theories, nigga. America gonna be great again. That's what they tell you. And I'm like, all right, nigga. You know, and then I'm learning these clips and watching these articles, and the Esau over here tighten up their military, man. They getting more weaponry, more divisions are getting armed up, and they saying, I'm about to jump on these people. You know? I mean, I was talking like Esau see it coming. Esau ready. The one people that ain't really ready for it is 2/3 Jake, man. They just simple and dumb as all hell. Talk about dumb stuff. Like, they don't talk about nothing important. No major events or nothing, man. When I go to work, it's cringeworthy to talk to a 2/3 Jakes. I be like, man, y'all talk about absolutely nothing important at all. That's why we got Call Halam Yahweh Shah. He sent us a brotherhood, and I can talk to high-minded Jakes about prophecy all day long. And they like it. We talk about prophecy. I hit them with something. They hit me with something right back. You see this? You see that? And I'm like, yeah, I seen that. You see this? You see that? And we can talk about real things. Because that gets me ready. That keeps me in the spirit right there to talk about them things. Because these are real issues. You know, as you talk about it, the less weight it loses. You know, you're like, okay, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. We're going to pray. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. And it's more time. It builds your confidence. Now, if you ain't talking about these things, and you ain't prepared for these things, when they happen, you gonna be finished. Cause you wasn't even worried about you ain't prepared for it. Us and out there, we prepared for it. This is what we do. Share information, and we comfort one another with these words, man. The Bible, man. So we taking the report seriously. We taking the warning Yahweh Shah sent out seriously. And we're talking about, you know, getting right. That's that upright conversation the scripture's talking about. We have upright conversation. And that's the type of conversation I like having. It's hard to talk about some old BS folly stuff that 2/3 Jake like to talk about. That's hard work to me now. Because I'm locked in this truth. 100%. 144%. I'm locked in on this truth. Like, this what I'm all about right here, man. Because this right here is it. It's game time. And I can vividly see what's about to happen. Like, the Most High put it here for us to read about it. It's been written for our learning. And it's also to let us know what's coming ahead of time so we can be prepared for it. So we'll have stability. We're not going to be, oh my God, I can't believe they doing that. They kick left, right house in and shot everybody. It's sad. I'm about to go march. Nah, we ain't in that spirit, man. Nah. We know what these devil about to do. And it like, the devil telling you what he about to do. He ain't even hiding no more. He telling you. So with that being said, man, I hope this been edifying. You know, hey, stay vigilant. Stay circumspect, Yashara. Stay on your watch, because this devil, he about to bring it at any time, man. I'm looking, I think he gonna probably bring it this winter. That's why Joe Butthead said Operation Dark Winter. So I think they're gonna wait till it get cold, then attack us. But the way stuff is on the books, they can come any day now. It's already set up and in place. The legislation's in place. The weaponry's in place. They can just say, oh, this happened and we move it in. So, hey, Kwam Yasharala, Detail Baba Ball, and Shalom. Keep the faith, Yasharala. Keep the faith.